The main event of the show is called When Diss Tracks Go Wrong. Now, you guys may have heard 2 weeks ago, there is a clip on YouTube of our show where we talk about Buzz being 50 years old and slaughtering diss tracks. Trying to kick his drug habit. Used to fuck some dicks called dead rabbit. Now, since then, the man, Buzz, I know you could pretty much fill in the blanks here, but long story short, the man that you have decided to diss tried to physically get into an altercation with you at your home.
Yeah.
And you got kids, you got a wife there, the whole fucking nine. He tried. What did he try to break in? I guess is that what he tried to do?
They did the intimidating park across the street, and then they got out of the car and took pictures of our cars.
They took pictures of your cars.
Yes.
Interesting. Now, did they
didn't come and knock on the door to invite me out to talk to me or anything. They just got out to take pictures of the car. So my girl.
Did he try to put a fucking bomb underneath the fucking front seat of the car or something? I mean.
Yeah, I don't know why they took pictures, but my girl called the cops.
Okay.
And it's obvious from what he's posted on my YouTube and your YouTube that he got pulled over. They called him.
They pulled him over. No, this part I didn't know about. Okay, so what happened?
So I don't know what the cops did to him, but he was definitely pissed off about it.
But he was not locked up because he was, at least if he was out in time to make sure to write a nice little thing about you on the comment to our YouTube page. For those who want to read the comment, you can go check out Buzz Bomb is 50 years old and slaughters diss tracks. That is the title of it. So long story short, we have made a peace offering for this man to come on our show to give his side of the story on, number one, why he would not diss you back. Number two, why he got so butthurt that he went to your house and took pictures of your car. And number three, why he threatened your family but did not have the decency to write a diss track. And his response was, I am not an MC anymore. That was my old life.
That's an outright lie, because he was supposed to come over here and record, so he is an MC.
Now, what exactly was this whole diss being sparked up about from the start? That's what I want to know. What made you go out of your way to actually diss this man from the beginning?
He was supposed to come over to record 6 tracks. We were making an EP.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there, I wrote 6 verses. He had verses. We were ready to go. I had beats. We were ready to go. And he sends me a message that says he's going to be late. And I'm like, okay, you'll be late. All right. So then I just happen to be looking out my window, and I see a white SUV pull into my driveway and then reverse out and leave.
Okay.
So I send him a message. I'm like, yo, you were just in my house. Why'd you leave?
Right.
Because he described to me what his car was, and that was him. And I know what he looks like, and it was definitely him. And he's like, what are you talking about? I didn't come to your house. You're crazy. So he went on to Facebook and called me a psycho. And
what?
Yes, he called me a psycho on Facebook, and anyone else that chimed in on comments, there was a couple of people that I know of that chimed in on the comments and said some bullshit too. So all of them got dissed in that song.
Okay, so let me try to get this right. You're supposed to work on a song, 6 songs with a guy. You go and write your parts to it. He says he's going to be late. He shows up, then leaves. Then you ask why he left after pulling into your driveway. He says he was never there, and then calls you a psycho. So basically you're like, well, fuck this guy. And then you went and dissed him.
Yeah.
And he did not come back at you. Maybe he didn't have a place to record. I mean, He's basically saying, you know what I'm saying? He's basically saying
it might have been the situation.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, but basically, what he said to me was, "Yo, Buzz shouldn't have said nothing because he ain't about that life," or some dumb shit like that. But the whole thing was the fact that you were supposed to work together and then didn't work together, and then this guy shows up and just doesn't have the audacity to knock on the door.
No, he just tried to intimidate.
But I don't understand.
And, the weirdest thing about it all is that one of my supposedly friends was giving me updates on Messenger, like he'll be there in 10 minutes. He's there, and I'm like, how did you know that? I'm like, how did you know that? I'm like, how did you know that? Because I didn't know that.
Yeah, this whole thing sounds a little weird to me. And he never got on. He did not take our offer to get on the show either. So basically, he shows up. He's got some guy giving you like the fucking commentary on like where he's at and shit. I think it sounds to me like this dude was gonna try to rob you or something, and then got cold feet and didn't end up doing it. And then you caught him and showing up and then leaving, and then he tried to get out of it by saying you're crazy, and then you dissed him. That's what it sounds like to me.
He's part of a crew called the Dead Rabbits.
He stole that from the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. He stole that from the Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
They're like a local crew of rappers that do horrorcore, and they talk a lot about beating up people and shit.
Oh my God! Fucking dead fucking cornballs.
Oh my God!
You know, very into violence and stuff like that, and they're horrible.
So they're basically like
horrible. I hope he's listening because they're horrible.
Just grow the fuck up.
Yo, Dead Rabbits. You fucking Dead Rabbit my fucking dong with your fucking donkey, bitches, because we offered you guys to get on the fucking show, and you fucking Dead Rabbits are nothing but dead. So I will offer one more time next week for you fuckwads to get on the show with us. On that note, it is 11:44. We are fucking done already. This show was very, very interesting. We got past every subject quickly. Maybe I should start being sober more when I do these shows with you guys, because we actually got, for the most part, everything done. So thank you, fuckwads, for being on with us, as always. You guys are the shit. I appreciate it. I don't know what happened to Leith and Chris. I don't know what happened to your youngins, but I'm hoping it wasn't Blog Talk's fault, and they weren't all trying to call in and then they couldn't, so that would suck. But on that note, thank you all for listening in. My name is Nicky Scars. We got Buzz Bomb and Chris. Check us out next week on the 9th of February. Y'all have a good night.
You can't back down. You can't back down. Got a problem with me? Solve it. Think I'm dripping top my shoes. Can't stand me, sit back down. Can't face me, turn around. There are moments when you can't back down unless you wanna look like a clown.